your at-home workout demo for Thursday. Gonna go over our warm-up and then give you some tips and tricks on this workout. All right, we're gonna start today with a little bit of mobility. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of couch stretching and then 30 seconds of a pec stretch, okay? So let's go over the couch stretch. I guess I'll start with the variation. If you have no objects or a wall, which would be rare, but this is a variation that you could do. Basically, step forward and then reach down, and with that same leg that's forward, take that same arm on that side and reach back, grab your toe, and now we're in a couch-like stretch, okay? Now, that's a bit tough. It's kind of like a pretzel stretch. So the other way you could do it, I like to go up against a bench and from here, prop up. And the whole goal is to be as straight as possible. We're stretching out that quad, those hip flexors. And the reason why I like to be on this surface versus a wall is it makes my ankle level flat versus kind of pinned up against the wall. It is good for some ankle stretching too, so you could try variations on the floor or on the wall or on a flat surface like this, hence the couch stretch, which is where it probably came from. Next, we're gonna go to the pec stretch. Okay, we could be on the floor for this and basically make a T and pin that shoulder, do kind of a scorpion pose. That's a good way to do it. The other way you could get a pec stretch is to find a wall and put your palm and forearm flat and then keep it flat and then turn away, keeping that elbow at about nose level. Again, I can't stress enough, flat palm and forearm constantly in contact, and just go and sit here and turn away, and over time that will develop a nice stretch, okay? So those are your two mobility pieces. Go ahead and knock those out. All right, guys, after that, you're gonna jump into just a short little AMRAP for 6 minutes to get some blood flow and a more active mobility. So we're gonna start with a push-up to down dog, okay? So that's simply here, push up, and push yourself back, head through those shoulders, trying to get those hammies to stretch out. And of course, you could always do those push-ups on your knees, okay? Next there, we're going to do some alternating lunges. You could step forward or backwards or any kind of combination just to start prepping for those jumping lunges, which is why I would possibly step forward because that's what we're gonna be doing in the workout, okay? Next, you're gonna do some plate taps. So basically, we're just trying to prep our feet for jumping, our plantars and everything. So just like so, you could always jump side to side. If you don't have a plate or an object to step up, you could just do 30 single unders with a jump rope. And then lastly, is mountain climbers. Okay, so you're gonna get into a push-up position, plank-like position, and drive your elbows or knees to your elbows. You can speed through those and start to get those movements ready, okay? So flow through that, get some movement prep for the workout. All right, so let's talk about the workout. Really simple structure today, and it's just gonna accumulate a lot of volume. It's just 30 minutes on the clock, so a 30-minute EMOM, in which you're gonna be working 30 seconds of the minute, and the other 30 seconds would be rest and transitional time to the next movement. So with that said, you want to pace this either aerobically, where you're just kind of steadily, continuously getting the same reps every single time. So for example, the first round is push press with a barbell, kettlebell, or dumbbell, 30 seconds. Let's say you're getting 10 reps on that. You want to try to get close to 10 reps on every single round that you come back to that movement. Or you could push kind of more sprint rounds, knowing you're going to degrade in your reps probably a little bit if you choose to do that, and get a little bit more anaerobic with the 30 seconds and the 30 seconds off. So it's a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio, but to do that for 30 minutes would be pretty hard. But if you struggle with getting to that intensity factor, it might be a good workout today to try to see how high you can get up. Then once you kind of die out, maybe try to just sustain a more reasonable effort as we go, okay? So let's start with the first movement. I'm gonna demo with a barbell. We have a push press, okay? So from a rack or from the ground, I'm gonna bring this barbell, dumbbells, or kettlebells, whatever I have, to my front rack position. With the push press, I get one dip and drive up overhead, bring it down, and nice and smooth. Lock out those quads, okay? Don't go to the push jerk. We're trying to just get one dip and move it through. A little bit of just learning or remembering that we want to clear the head out of the way, punch it back through, and same thing. So we don't want to go around our head. Make sure that you move the head out of the way to keep as straight of a bar path as possible, okay? Next, we're going to go into jumping lunges. These are always a bit hard. It's a more dynamic movement. So if you need to, just kind of step through and find a pattern. But if you can, jump through nice and smooth, just kissing the kneecap to the floor. What I would suggest is putting something soft if you have a tendency to slam the knee, or just learn to control that movement. But again, 30 seconds of steady movement. Next, you're gonna grab a jump rope. If you have one, double unders. If not, do single unders. Something I've been looking into is, rather than just doing more reps, which you can't really do in this one because there is no specific rep scheme, you can actually work on having a power jump. So I notice a lot of people just really fly through single unders, barely jumping off the ground. But what you can practice until you get to the motion of whipping the rope twice is a more power jump. So jumping up like 3 inches to make sure that you're prepping your body for when you do get to do double unders one day, okay? Fourth movement, push-ups. Gonna be here, 45-degree angle in my elbows. Don't wanna be too out here. You can be narrow, but it's just more triceps, but somewhere 45, and keep a good position in the body. As always, you can go to your knees. Just make sure you rotate forward versus coming down into the top of your shoulders. Give yourself some movement to be able to roll forward with that. You could also do some floor press with dumbbells, even do a barbell floor press, bench press if you wanted to replace it, and get a little bit more meatheadish if you have the equipment. And then lastly, air squats, classic squats. Stand a little bit outside a hip width stance and shoot the butt back. I like to put my hands out to my side at the start and in front of me at the end of the reps. I notice with air squats we get kind of lazy, but just try to keep a tall chest and keep that movement quality, okay? So with 5 various movements, that will get you through 6 rounds of each movement by the end of the 30 minutes. Again, as you move through it, pick a weight, maybe 95, 55, 65, or 135, kind of 95 for those that are a bit stronger, and move with quality and try to pop out similar rep ranges every single time. That's the workout for today. Have some fun with the guys and post your scores on Facebook and Waterfy, and look forward to seeing you guys on Friday.